It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Commanders. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their 2 box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's Austin Seibert to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium in Landover. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
Ever since Derek Carr came into the league, Mike, he's been historically a very passionate and productive NFL quarterback. He has the arm that can make every throw, but sometimes it's that arm that gets him into trouble. So he's got to find a little balance, a happy medium between aggressiveness and recklessness, because when he's playing well, they have as good a shot to win games as anybody.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. Room to run right away. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Kamara. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Carr now on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. Olamide Zaccheaus deep to return. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket, because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the 1st down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's got it at the 7, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run with Robinson. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Man in motion is Brown. One more time, it's Robinson. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Brian Robinson, touchdown Washington. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Saints offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr working out of the gun. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
First down throw for Carr. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
On 1st and 10, Carr. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
2nd down and 8. Throwing is Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He's got room to roam. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Another run here for Robinson. And this time he's in. Brian Robinson, touchdown Commanders. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Seibert's extra point is true, and the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Williams now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Kamara. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back is Carr. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
It is 3rd and 10. Carr to throw. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. Only to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Daniels now going to look to throw. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 9. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close, and now it's 1st and goal. The motion man here is McLaurin. To the goal line and in. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now Carr. This one complete to Hill. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Play action now. It's Carr. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Carr. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
He puts it up, and it's caught. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, Saints.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
On comes Blake Groupie for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Saints draw closer here. It's 21-14. Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run here with Kamara. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Olave is the motion man. Carr now on 2nd down. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. A pickup there of 13. First down, New Orleans.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll go play action with Carr. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They set the screen to the receiver, Wilson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Carr working out of the gun. He's got it at about the 8. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Carr. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his...
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to air this one out. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 87 yards. Touchdown, Washington. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Seibert out now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Carr now. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. Carr. This one intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll try to run for it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will score again. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. He's got it. And the Commanders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. off the play fake. Here's Carr. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Now, second down throw from Carr. Open man is Valdez-Scantling. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 7. In motion is Hill. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this.
And he's in! Taysom Hill! Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Group B now, on for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
From the shotgun on third down. Daniel under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
The Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Carr. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back is Carr. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
So it's 4th down, and Austin Seibert out to try the Washington field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. First down throw for Carr. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Carr to throw. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Carr. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, Look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Carr. He'll get that to Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Now, Carr. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd and goal.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now...
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Groupie able to add the extra point, and the Saints are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The home team's offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark should be enough to put this one on ice. Here's a 3rd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.